So, it's been like a week or two since 9.1 came out. I don't care anymore. You know? There's a new zone, there's new affixes, there's a new raid. Um, I, I raided twice this past week with my guild. Barely anybody came back. We had to pug a few spots. I just don't care anymore. There's- I wrote two different scripts for this video on trying to put into words on why we have new content and I just don't care. And I tried to really think hard of why I don't care. My initial thought was that every new system that Shadowlands brought feels empty, and I think that's true. The let me just hearth here. Um, the covenants feel bad because you're always unoptimal for something. Okay, there are very few specs in the game where one covenant is the best for every single thing in the game. I'm playing my demon hunter this tier, maybe. Um, and my demon hunter is Venthyr, which is okay for DPS, but it's not optimal in every situation, so it feels bad. Okay, I had to tank this past week because our normal tank wasn't there, so Venthyr isn't optimal for tanking, so it felt bad. Um, this whole conduit thing here. Nobody cares about conduits. I don't care about conduits, okay? Growing Inferno, it's a good DPS increase. It makes my character more powerful. I don't care. They could delete all of this. Just completely take it out of the game. Would not change anyone's enjoyment of the game in the slightest. Everyone would play exactly the same. Everyone would have the same experiences if this did not exist. This does not bring anything to the game. Torghast, I was so excited for Torghast. I thought Torghast had so much potential. I made a video on it. Um, and everyone just calls it Torghast, and it is. Like I don't mind running my two Torghast runs a week for Soul Ash or whatever the new one's called. Um, but I don't want to do it. I don't mind it. And the new system that they changed for 9.1 in Torghast, you know, uh, basically do everything there is on a floor, or there's a timer. You gotta do it fast. I don't care. I don't like. I'm doing it because I have to get a legendary and legendaries. Look, okay. Powers. Everybody has every legendary recipe. Okay, they're not hard to get. Everybody has them. Everybody can get whatever legendary they want, and they're expected to have the best legendary. Basically, they're talents that you have to spend gold on and Soul Ash. They're talents that you're gated out of. You're expected to have your best talent. There's nothing legendary about legendaries in Shadowlands. It's just you're gonna have one, and you need to spend gold on it. I regret spending 50k gold on the base item for each of my legendaries because I like to play alts. I like to play multiple characters and multiple specs. I mained a druid in the first tier. I like to have a legendary for every spec that I played because I like to try and be powerful. I try to be optimal. And now I regret spending all that gold because I just don't care anymore. Um, I play the game because I enjoy uh, group content with my friends. I enjoy doing Mythic Plus. I enjoy doing the raids. All of these systems just feel empty. But I don't even want to do Mythic Plus anymore. Um, I can't look. I'm already behind. It's been a week since the raid came out. This is the first week that the raid came out. The reset's today. Um, Before this week, my character at 223 was pretty good. It was pretty close to optimal, item level wise. It was up there. Uh, it's the end of the first week of the raid. I can't get into a Mythic Plus group. No one will invite me. I didn't do a Mythic Plus the week before, so I don't even have a key. Um, so this is like the first week of quote unquote progression. Um, that I didn't do a key at all. I'm not going to have a vault, so I'm going to be even more behind. It's going to be even harder for me to catch up. Um, a new mega dungeon came out. I love mega dungeons. Return to Karazhan was some of the most fun I've had in this game ever. I haven't done the new dungeon because I don't care anymore. It all. I wrote those two scripts, talking about how each system feels empty, and I just explained, the too long didn't read of it. Um, but I think it's different than that. I think it's. I think the game is designed too much around rewards. Do this so you can get this. Do this so you can stay current. Um, Torghast isn't built to be fun. It's built to be um, mildly engaging so you can get the reward at the end. The renown. I didn't even mention renown. Renown is just something to slow you down. That's literally all it is. Like, is there any reason why my alts have to grind renown when they hit max level now? If I want to switch covenants, is there any reason to make me grind renown again? It just slows you down. Like, that's its purpose. Its purpose is to slow you down. Why can't I get a character to max level and hop right into dungeons? I'm going to be weaker. I mean, I could do that, but I'm not going to be anywhere near as powerful as I should be. If I get a character to max level, I need to do Torghast so I can get a legendary. I need to grind renown so I can get the conduits. Um, and not to mention the gear, the classic thing that we're used to having to get to be powerful. We still need gear as well as all of these other things. Um, it's everything is trying to stop me from doing the content I want to do. When in other games I can just do what I want to do. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV again, and I know everybody has been. It's exploded and it's wonderful. But like if when I did Savage raids in Final Fantasy XIV, do you know what I had to do? Get the minimum item level off of the auction house and find a group. That's it. I mean, I also had to get some consumables off the auction house, or if I was really motivated, make them myself. But no, if I wanted to be current for Savage raiding in Final Fantasy XIV, just Savage raid. I got the minimum item level from doing, some short quests and some items off the auction house. Uh, Learned the first Savage fight by playing the game, and as I was clearing the first Savage fight, I got the item level for the second one. And by the time I cleared the second Savage fight, I had him the item level for the third one. I didn't do the third one because I didn't have a static. That's what they call a raid group in 14. Um, I just had, in order to do Savage, you just do Savage. I didn't have to worry about all this other stuff. I didn't have to worry about getting a plus 15 every week. And here it is Tuesday. I haven't done one because it's too much of a hassle. I tried to get into a group earlier in the week. I got into a plus 14 and I was like, all right, let's do this. The healer left after 3 pulls. That's it. The key's done. It's no longer a 14. It's a 13. You have to build it back up again. 3 pulls in, healer leaves. I just logged off. You know, pugging has become such a depressing atmosphere. I used to pug Mythic Plus all the time. If I was ever bored, I would log in and just pug some. Like it wouldn't even be a Mythic Plus that I would need anything from. I would be like decked out in all heroic gear, and I just do like a +8 just for funsies. I didn't need anything from there. I just wanted to play the game. I don't have that anymore because every Mythic Plus I get into, I'm like, oh god, if someone pulls one extra mob, the healer's gonna leave. Or the tank is gonna leave. I had a group. I was like, it was my own key. It was a plus 14. I had pugged it up to a plus 14. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get my plus 14 done for the week. This was last season where we needed a 14, not a 15. Um, the first pull into the dungeon, one of the DPS pulls an extra mob, tank leaves. I messaged him. He was like, "Yeah, the monk pulled extra for me," and I was like, "There's a first pull. You screwed over my key, one pull into the dungeon because one of the DPS pulled an extra mob," and he's like, "Yeah," and that happens all the time. It's not fun anymore. So I don't know. I just don't care anymore. I don't care about the treadmill. I don't care enough to stay current to get any invites. I'm not getting any invites now. Um Honestly, like I'm going to log into raid tonight cuz I like people from my guild. I've been raiding with them for years. But I wish they would come join Final Fantasy 14 and do Savage raids with me there. I'd rather do that. I'm raiding because I like those people, not because I want to play the game. And I'm not sure how long that's gonna last. So this video is a little bit off the cuff. It's all off the cuff. Like I said, like I tried to make a script for it of like why do I feel this way, but at the end of the day, I just don't care anymore, and I wish I did because I played this game for so long. And I have a lot of time invested and on a core idea. I still like the game. I like pressing the buttons, but I like pressing the buttons in Final Fantasy 14 too, and I feel way better about everything going on in that game. So I'm gonna log off this game and go play some Final Fantasy 14. I'm just gonna be behind. Hopefully see you there.